Algebra 1 covers a lot of ground, and it's easy to feel lost when you don't know what's coming next. In the next 8 minutes, I'm going to walk you through every major topic in the course, one at a time, in plain language. By the end, you'll have a clear map of the whole subject in your head. I've been teaching this material for over 50 years, so I know exactly where students get stuck, and I'm going to show you how to get past that. If you appreciate this type of content, gently tap on the like button and let's get into it. All right, first up, variables and expressions. A variable is just a letter that stands in for a number that you don't know yet, like X or Y. An expression is a math phrase built from variables, numbers, and operations, like 3x plus 5. There's no equal sign in an expression. It's not something you solve. It's something you simplify or evaluate. Once you get comfortable treating a letter the same way as you treat a number, this whole subject gets a lot less intimidating. Next is the order of operations. This is the set of rules that tells you which part of a problem to solve first, so that everyone gets the same answer every time. You handle anything in parentheses first, then exponents, then multiplication and division from left to right, then addition and subtraction from left to right. Most mistakes in algebra don't come from not understanding the concept. They come from doing the steps in the wrong order. Get this rule in early, and it'll save you constantly. Now, 1 and 2 step equations. This is where you start solving for that unknown variable instead of just simplifying. A 1-step equation, like x plus 7 equals 12, needs a single move to isolate x. A 2-step equation, like 2x plus 3 equals 11, needs 2 moves. Undo the addition first, then undo the multiplication. The golden rule here is whatever you do to one side of the equation, you have to do to the other side too, or the equation stops being true. Quick break. I'm not selling anything in this video. I just want you to keep following along. And if this is helpful, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this series. All right, let's get back to it. Next up is inequalities. These work almost exactly like equations, except instead of the equal sign, you've got a greater than or less than symbol. You solve them the same way you solve an equation, except for one big exception. If you multiply or divide both sides by a negative number, you have to flip the direction of the inequality sign. Forget that one rule, and your answer will be backwards every time. Now let's talk about slope and graphing linear equations. Slope is just a number that tells you how steep a line is and which direction it's heading. The most useful form to know is slope-intercept form, written as y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is where the line crosses the y-axis. Once you can read m and b off an equation, you can sketch that line's graph in seconds without plotting a single point by hand. Next is systems of equations. This is when you've got two equations with the same two variables, and you're trying to find the one point where both equations are true at the same time. There are a few ways to solve these. Substitution, where you solve one equation for a variable and plug it into the other, and elimination, where you add or subtract the equations to cancel a variable out entirely. Both methods get you the same answer, so it usually comes down to which one fits the problem faster. Now, exponent rules. An exponent tells you how many times to multiply a number by itself. So 2 to the third power means 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. The rules get powerful when you're combining exponents. When you multiply two powers with the same base, you add the exponents. And when you divide them, you subtract the exponents. These rules show up constantly later in the course, so it's worth getting them solid now instead of relearning them every time they appear. Next up are polynomials and factoring. A polynomial is just an expression with multiple terms, like x squared plus 5x plus 6. Factoring is the reverse of multiplying things out. You're breaking the expression back down into simpler pieces, like x plus 2 times x plus 3. This one trips up a lot of students at first, but it's really just a puzzle of finding two numbers that multiply and add to match the ones in front of you. And last but not least are functions. A function is a rule that takes an input and gives you exactly one output. For every x, there's one and only one y. You'll see this is written as f of x with the x in parentheses, which just means the output of the function when you plug in x. The easiest way to check if something's a function is the vertical line test on a graph. If a vertical line ever crosses the graph more than once, it's not a function. And that's every major topic in Algebra 1, from variables all the way to functions. If you want a deeper breakdown of any of these, especially the ones on solving equations, I made a video on exactly that. You can check it out by clicking right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.